le tengo celo. Le tengo celo a la puerta de Toledo, mare, le tengo celo a la puerta de Toledo, mare, le tengo celo. Le tengo celo porque se cita con otro la mujer que yo más quiero, porque se cita con otro la mujer que yo más quiero. Y en el mismo sitio, a la misma hora, se estaba besando con otra persona. Y me decía que iba a misa, mare, y me engañaba. Y me engañaba, y me decía que iba a misa, mare, y me engañaba, y me decía que iba a misa, mare, y me engañaba, y me engañaba, si no llevaba rosario ni libro como rezaba, si no llevaba rosario ni libro como rezaba. Y en el mismo sitio, a la misma hora, se estaba besando con otra persona. La noche de la tormenta, niña, como llovía. Como llovía, la noche de la tormenta, niña, como llovía, la noche de la tormenta, niña, como llovía, con qué paraguas, mare mía, se taparía, con qué paraguas, mare, se taparía. Y en el mismo sitio, a la misma hora, se estaba besando con otra persona. Cuando paso por el puente, Triana, contigo, vida mía. Cuando paso por el puente, Triana, contigo, vida mía, Triana, contigo, vida mía. Con mirarte solamente, Triana, yo muero de alegría. Porque tienes unos ojos, Triana, igual que dos luceros, Triana, igual que dos luceros. Y una clase de hechura, Triana, no hay en el mundo entero. Si por otro me dejara, Triana, de pena moriría. Cariño, te quiero y te querré, eres mi noche y mi día, Triana, Triana, yo le...
Can you all say flamenco? Can you say ole? Can you say viva España? And can you say viva el arte? Very good. So we are here to share with you one of my most favorite art forms called flamenco. And you've already said the word correctly. It's not flamingo, that's the pink bird. Flamenco with a C and O at the end. You've already said my favorite thing to hear when we're doing music and dancing and singing, which is ole. And you can definitely say, yeah, this side won. Oh, no, there's half of them. Oh, yeah, that part's not full. But we invite you to shout out an authentic ole at the end of each of our songs. And when you say ole, it's like saying, yes, good job, do more, go for it. And so that gets us kind of motivated. And then we just are feeding off of, each other's energy. And that couldn't be more flamenco. Flamenco always has live music, live instrument, live singing, and the clapping, and lots of moving. And it can be sad, it can be happy, it can be celebratory, it can be introspective. You can basically feel free to express yourself with flamenco, which is why I love it. You said two things. You said, Viva España. What does that mean? Yay, Spain. Where does flamenco come from? Spain. But guess what? We're in New Jersey right now, and we actually came from New York City to be here with you today. And I'm from Venezuela, as well as my friend Adriana, and Ricardo is from Mexico. Flamenco is all over the world. And you also said, Viva el arte. And that means, yes, art. We need more art. When we say that, we mean like artfulness, if that's in your music, if that's how you write your poetry, if that's how you sing or dance. Definitely, you have come to the right place if you like to do those things, or if you just want to enjoy. So we started off the performance today with something called Sevillanas, which comes from the beautiful city in the south of Spain, in a place called Andalusia, and the city's name is Sevilla. Can you say Sevilla? Yes, it's a beautiful, 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 beautiful town. And in Easter time, you see and hear a lot of Sevillanas, the opening number that we did for you today. Now, we're going to take you on a little trip through to Spain, but also thinking about your emotions and how it's connected to what we're doing here today. We're going to show you a dance and a style of singing and music called Soleá por Bulerías, or if you reduce it to its essential kind of feeling, Soleá. Can you say Soleá? Very nice. And Soleá means solitude or loneliness. So that's kind of the mood that established by the poetry being sung and the guitar harmony and chords. And I'm going to ask you what you observed. But first, does anybody know the name of this instrument? It didn't break, don't worry. Castañuelas, I heard the name in Spanish. Can you say castañuelas? Castaño means chestnut, and so these are traditionally made out of wood from a chestnut tree. But if you can even see from where you're sitting the shape that they are, I don't know if you can tell, they kind of look like something else. Clams, somebody said, they kind of look like shells, and it's because in ancient Greek civilization, they had an instrument that was made out of shells, and they put them on their fingertips and they tapped them, but they break very easily. So now they're made of chestnut wood or also even fiberglass. So we're going to start with Soleá. Vamos.
Compañerita Malina, que tú no lo ves, que no te quisiera tanto, que tú no lo Alante buena cara que por detrás me andave. Alante buena cara que por atrás me andaba vendiendo. Ay, gitanilla, la entierra, vente conmigo a mi casa. Ay, gitanilla, que de la entierra, vente conmigo a mi casa nueva. Vente conmigo a mi casa nueva.
Gracias. See, your energy is great, gives us energy, right? Ole to all of you. So, see, I think I heard some of you. I forgot to say, hold on to any sounds during the dances, but save your ole for the end. But I think you figured it out. But I did hear some people clapping, and in an intimate setting, a smaller setting, that would be very invited, very much like necessary. So, can I show you some patterns with the flamenco style patterns? Okay, shake out your hands, sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders down and back, chin up, elbows out, and maybe this looks like a kind of conventional way to pray, right? But just the shape, show me the shape, right? Fingers to fingers. So now, have you ever eaten an Oreo cookie where you slide it like this, so now it's perpendicular? All right, curve those fingertips in. Now you have palm to palm. Let's hear what those sound like. Can you do them rápido? Despacio, despacio. Fuerte. Suave, 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 suave. And shake them out and say, ole! Woo. Those are called palmas sordas. Can you say palmas sordas? Palmas are the claps, and sordas are like the muted, a little bit softer, because now we're getting ready for the louder ones. Are you ready? If you're a righty like me, you take the fingertips of your right hand. If you're a lefty, you take the fingertips of your left hand and you put them into the center of your palm of your other hand. Try to make it horizontal, not vertical, okay? So each hand is working hard. Oh, muy bien. Let's see if you remember the 4 ways we tried it. Rápido! Despacio. Fuerte. Suave, suave. But keep them going. I still want to hear them. Ale. Wow, this is a powerful group. Very well done. Can you say palmas claras? The clear kind, the kind that kind of pierce through every other sound pretty much. So we'll show you a little bit of a very short demo because there's gonna be too many of us clapping at the same time. But if we have 4 beats per measure, we like to do this thing, Adriana and I. Check it out. We're gonna stomp on 1, and we're gonna do palmas sordas. Remember the sordas? On 2, 3, 4. You can try it, but try to make sure that you can still hear us. So do it a little softer because we'll be outnumbered by you, okay? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We don't even say. We just look at each other. Don't speed up on us. We're going to double up now. Pa, pa, pa. Ole. And We're going to switch to claras. Eso es. Let's do 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get ready. 6, 7. Finale. ¡Ole! Muy bien. Muy bien. So, we're going to move you right along because we started a little late. We're just going to go right into the next thing. Very nicely done, by the way. I feel like we have a room full of good musicians here. So, we're going to show you something called alegrías. Can you say alegrías? What does alegrías mean, my Spanish speakers? Happiness. So I think you know the mood that we're going to start off with here. And I want you to listen for something that changes. There's a mood shift. I might have time to ask you if you noticed it. Dale. Save your claps for the end. Ay, no le digas mandilón, que mandilón, mandilón, calla que se revele, que a ti te metan el pilón, que no le digas mandilón, que mandilón, mandilón, que a ti te mete en el pilón. Y anoche yo tuve un sueño, ay, soñaba que era un rey moro. Y anoche yo tuve un sueño, y yo no encontraba la Alhambra, ni tampoco la Torre del Oro. Y yo no encontraba la Alhambra, ni tampoco su estero. Ole, ole. Ole, Adriana. Sí. Ole. Ajá, Gaby. Mi niña, el que la vende gitano me cae, arza y toma que del barrio La Viña. Toma, tiriti tan tan tan, tiriti tan 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 tan, tiriti tan tan tan, ay, tiriti tan 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 tan, tiriti tan tan tan, tiriti tan 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 tan, tiriti tan tan tan, ay, tiriti tan 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 tan. This is the wonderful and talented Adriana Olivares. My name is Barbara Martinez. This is the fabulous Ricardo Sanchez. Laura? So, I don't know exactly how much time we have. 5, okay. So I wanted to ask, I did ask you earlier about, did you feel any kind of, well, obviously we started off pretty joyful in Adriana's dance. I think we all agree with that, right? And we also finished joyful, but was there some change of mood in the middle? Raise your hand if you kind of saw that or you noticed that. Yeah, that's on purpose. We can't always be happy all day long every day, right? Things happen. And just like for every feeling that you have, there's probably a flamenco song for it. So even in alegrías, traditionally, not everyone does this, and both men and women and everything in between, everyone dances flamenco. It isn't just for women. Just because you see 2 women today is not just for women. And of course, all ages, shapes, sizes, everything. So it's important to get that out of the way because, you know, we all have our feelings that we have. And so even in alegrías, traditionally anyway, there is a space for something that changes mood. Even, I don't know, does anyone here study music or an instrument or would like to? Yeah, so alegrías gives you that happy feeling because there are lots of major chords. It's in a major key. So it always feels happy and open. But the part in the middle is called silencio. Can you say silencio? Let's see if we can achieve silencio. Silence. Yeah. It's actually called the silencio, that part in the middle that changes mood. It actually goes to a minor kind of key. And it makes it feel like a little bit more introspective, maybe sad, or maybe just a little bit different, right? So I wanted to give you a chance to do a little bit of some of the hand motions that we do, and maybe to see a little bit of our footwork that we do in flamenco. Where does flamenco come from? Ole. There's flamenco in Florida too, but it started off in Spain. And many different peoples who ended up living kind of overlapping at the same time, especially in the south of Spain, Andalusia, sort of made a certain combination of cultures that resulted in, among other many things, flamenco. It was the Muslims, it was the Jews, it was the Catholics, it was the Gypsies, and probably many other groups of people who each had maybe their traditions and their languages and their spices and their foods and their customs. And flamenco really is the result of that beautiful mixture of all of the best of all of those cultures. So we wanted to show you some of the hand motions. Sit up tall in your seats. Point your fingers to each other, big kind of round arm, port-de-bras, and reach in with your fingertips to your belly, down, out, and up. That's your inward circle. Can you climb up the grapevine to above your head? Push those shoulders down. Ole. Can you stop and push away towards the ceiling? So you're going out, out, climb down. Shh. Can you try in and out? In and out. The only thing circling should be your wrist and your hand and your fingers. No arms also. Just keep your arms in a nice port-de-bras. So you're going in and out. Can you go all the way around and out? Alternating. Try not to hit the person next to you. And can you cross your wrists here and circle in and out? You can make your circles flowery, or you can make them angular, depending on how you're feeling right now. And on the count of 3, you can strike a pose that shows the way you feel and shows your personality. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ole! All right, everybody, we're going to say goodbye with one kind of last group number. My name is Barbara Martinez, and if you want to know more about flamenco or come to see some performances, we live in New York City. You can just go to barbaramartinez.com or ask your teachers. And you're going to see some of the footwork that we do. We have golpes, we have plantas, we have tacones, and we combine. However, we like ole. Bueno, Julia, ¿qué tal si canto yo un estribillo y salimos juntas? Y un estribillo tú y ya. Okay. Vamos allá. ¡Viva España! ¡Viva el arte! ¡Ole! ¡Ustedes!
Pero tú vas a cantar.
Dímelo que te digo lo que no, dímelo tabernero. Cuéntame lo que pasó, que no puedo esperar lo que no, Cuéntame lo que pasó, que no puedo esperar lo que no, Cuéntame lo que pasó, que no puedo esperar lo que no, Adrián Olivares, Ricardo Sánchez, yo soy Bárbara Martínez. Ole to all of you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.